Hello and welcome to the Titus Timeout podcast. I'm Jenny Abney-Civi, and today we're going to talk about guidelines for installing VAV boxes. I've mentioned tips for installing VAV boxes in a couple of podcasts already, but today I want to bring it all together and give you some rules for proper VAV box installation. So let's start by drawing a box over a ceiling. The box inlet, supply air inlet, and then the discharge. We'll put in a diffuser. A couple things to know about the physical installation of boxes are that the inlet duct goes over the VAV box inlet, and it should be the same diameter as the box inlet as well. The discharge duct should also be the same size as the discharge of the box. Now, a small single duct box may be able to be supported by the ductwork itself, but heavier boxes can be supported using hanger brackets and threaded rods or hanger straps. But just remember to leave the access doors on the bottom of the box free from obstruction so that you can access them. The next thing to think about is where the box is actually hanging in the ceiling. If it's a sound-sensitive application, maybe a conference room or the president's office, you'll want to install the VAV box, especially if it's a fan box, in the hallway outside of the office. You should hang the VAV box as high above the ceiling tile as possible. We've seen that if the VAV box is within an inch or two from the ceiling tile, you lose the acoustical benefits of the ceiling tile, and ceilings attenuate a lot of sound. Now, starting at the inlet, you'll want to have at least 3 duct diameters of straight duct into the VAV box. So if your duct diameter is here, you want 3 duct diameters going in. This is to get good straight flow into the box. Although our sensor can read accurately down to about 1.5 duct diameters, 3 duct diameters is better for acoustic reasons. It's also best if your inlet ductwork is the same size as the inlet of the box. Sometimes we see smaller ductwork transitioned up to the duct size. Too small ductwork can cause turbulence, which will add sound and can affect the accuracy of the flow sensor. If the supply duct is way too small, the airflow will basically go through the center of the box at this smaller diameter, and it may miss the flow sensing ports altogether. You should also limit the maximum velocity going into the VAV box to be around 2,000 feet per minute. So now moving on to the discharge of the box. You should keep your discharge velocity under about 1,000 feet per minute. And you want a minimum of 4 feet of line ductwork before you drop to any diffusers. And you'll want to use about 4 or 5 feet of flex duct to each diffuser, installed as I described in the Diffuser Inlet Effects podcast, of course. So these guidelines should give you the lowest possible sound and best airflow conditions into your occupied space. So that covers the basics of VAV box installation. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thanks for taking a time out with us.